Hello, everybody. So welcome back to our AMC8 question, and we still have Chris as our helper. And hello, Chris. So I hope everybody is getting more comfortable and confident about the coming contest, okay? So this contest will be held on November, I think, somewhere November. Yeah, the middle of the November, okay? So everybody is going to compete against a lot of students around the world. Okay, so let's take a look at today's question. So I picked up a question. Let me see. Share. Okay, yes. I picked up a question which is number 2019, which is last year, and the last question. Okay, everybody gonna think, wow, it's gonna be super hard, right? But let's take a look at this one. Alice has, okay, so Chris, how about, this is number 25, so it's the last question of the 2019. Okay, so Chris, how about you read the question for me?
Okay, yeah. Alice has 24 apples. In how many ways can she share them with Becky and Chris so that all of them have at least 2 apples?
Very good. So you are in this question, right, Chris? So Alice has 24 apples, and in how many ways can she share them with Becky and Chris? So this question is very good. So obviously there's a student A, so Alice, Becky, and Chris. Okay, so you're going to find out usually it's A, B, C, but if it is not A, B, C, like the earlier question yesterday we talked about it, we can always just use them as a ABC, right? Because it's easier for us to do. So altogether, she has 24 apples, and at least each of them have 2 apples. So that means they has to have 2 apples, right?
Yeah.
So 24 minus 6 equals what? 18. 18 apples, right? So that means there are 18 apples, and they're going to share among Alice, Becky, and Chris. Okay, yeah. So is it possible these 18 apples, I'm not giving any to Alice, I'm not giving any to Becky, but I give all of them to Chris? Yes, it is okay, because at the very beginning, I gave them each of them 2 apples already to make sure at least they have 2 apples already. So these 18 apples, I don't have to give any to Alice and Becky. I can give it all to Chris, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris said, you're good. So if I give 18 to Chris, this is counted as one way, right? Okay, so the other way, I'm going to not to still give nothing to Alice, but I give 1 to Becky. So Chris will have 17. So you're going to find out every time I just change Becky and Chris, they're all different, right? Yeah. So by list all of them, I can have 17, 1, and 0, and 0, 18, 0. So altogether, by counting this, we know from 18 to 0, there are how many? There are 19 ways. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. It's still ABC, and I give all of you 2 each. And this time, I'm giving 1 to Becky. Okay, but still nothing to, 1 to Alice and 0 to Becky and 17 to Chris. Okay, so if you think about it, like that, I'm not going to change Alice, but 1, 1, 16, 2, 15, 3, 14. So did you notice that every time I changed 1, I'm not changing Alice at all, but I just changed Becky and Chris. So I have how many? So from 0 to 17 and 0. So 1, 17, 0. I still have total 18 apples to share, but there are 18 ways. Okay, so till now, I'm going to list the last one because I kind of already find the pattern, right, Chris? So it's 2, 0, 16, and 2, 1, 15, and 2, 2, 14, 2, 3, 13, and all the way to 15, 1, and 16 zeros. So there are 17 ways. So I'm not going to list all of them because it wastes a lot of time. So I know 19 plus 18 plus 17 plus all the way to what? To 1. So this one's very easy because it's arithmetic series. So I just plus them together equals 19 plus 1 times altogether 19 numbers divided by 2. So the answer is 20 times 19 divided by 2 equals 190. Okay, so I spent roughly about 3 minutes, okay, for the last question. And this is last year's. So I don't think it's super duper hard at all, right? But do we have any other ways, a quicker ways of doing that? Yes, I even have a quicker way, can solve this problem less than 30 seconds. Okay, so this, yes, of course, who doesn't like quicker way, right? So we all like quicker ways. So we know Alice and Becky and Chris is going to share 24 apples, right, Chris? Yeah, so each of them has to have 2. So how many apples are shared? It's 18 apples left, okay? So 18 apples is going to be shared between ABC 3 people, but remember, every one of them could be getting 0 because they already have 2. I give them 2 each at the very beginning, right? To avoid seeing if there's any possibility that they have 0 apples. But because they all need to at least have 2 apples. So let's take a look at this one. So we have a very good equation. It's called combination equation. Is how many apples are there? 18. But because all of them, 2 of them could have 0. So it is 18 plus 2. Okay, and the other one, the bottom is, I'm going to share with 3 people and 3 minus 1. This is equation. So the equation is C22. So this is 20 factorial divided by 18 factorial and 2 factorial. So the answer is 20 times 19 divided by 2. So the answer is also 190. Okay, so now I have introduced 2 different ways of calculate the number 25 for the last questions of last year's 2018 questions. Okay, it looks very hard, but actually it is nothing hard at all, right, Chris? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's class and we're going to see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.